Israel, a small country on the eastern edge of the Mediterranean Sea, no larger than many regions around the world, yet constantly shaping global headlines. Bordered by Lebanon to the north, Syria to the northeast, Jordan to the east, Egypt to the south, and the Mediterranean Sea to the west, Israel sits at a crossroads of continents. Africa, Asia, and Europe meet in this narrow strip of land. Geography alone makes it strategic. History makes it unforgettable. Founded in 1948, Israel is one of the youngest countries in political terms. Yet it stands on land layered with thousands of years of civilization. When most people hear the name Israel, they think of conflict, religion, or politics. But stepping into the country reveals something more layered. Landing at Ben Gurion International Airport near Tel Aviv, security is immediately noticeable. Procedures are thorough, questions are detailed, and systems are efficient. It may feel intense for first-time visitors, but it reflects a country that prioritizes safety at every level. Outside the airport, modern highways stretch toward Tel Aviv's skyline. Palm trees line the roads. Billboards advertise technology companies and global brands. It feels contemporary, almost European in rhythm. Tel Aviv surprises many visitors. It is young, energetic, and coastal. High-rise apartments overlook Mediterranean beaches. Runners move along the promenade at sunrise. Cafes stay open late into the night. Music spills out from bars. The city feels alive, creative, and globally connected. Yet just an hour away lies Jerusalem, a city that feels thousands of years older than Tel Aviv. Stone walls, narrow alleyways, ancient markets. The air carries a different weight. Jerusalem is not just a city, it is a symbol, sacred to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Few places on earth carry such concentrated spiritual and historical importance. This contrast defines Israel, modern yet ancient, fast-moving yet deeply rooted, technological yet historical. But to understand Israel fully, we must go deeper, into its innovation. Despite its small population of under 10 million people, Israel has earned a powerful nickname, the Startup Nation. Tel Aviv is considered one of the world's leading technology hubs. The country has one of the highest numbers of startups per capita globally. Cybersecurity firms, artificial intelligence labs, biotech companies, and fintech innovators operate within a compact but intense ecosystem. Why? Part of the answer lies in necessity. Israel has limited natural resources. Unlike oil-rich neighbors, it could not rely on energy exports. Instead, it invested heavily in education, research, and defense technology. Military service is mandatory for most Israeli citizens. Many young adults serve in advanced intelligence and cybersecurity units. After completing service, they transition into the private sector, bringing discipline, technical skill, and leadership experience into startups. Innovation here is often born from problem-solving under pressure. Israel leads in cybersecurity exports. Its agricultural technology allows crops to grow in desert conditions. Its water desalination systems help turn seawater into drinking water, a critical breakthrough in a dry region. Major global companies, including tech giants from the United States and Europe, operate research and development centers here. Tel Aviv's skyline reflects this transformation. Yet the startup culture is not limited to big corporations. Co-working spaces, accelerators, and venture capital firms support young entrepreneurs with bold ideas. Failure is not heavily stigmatized here. Experimentation is encouraged. Israel's tech identity has become one of its strongest global brands. In many ways, innovation serves as economic protection. When surrounded by uncertainty, building knowledge-based industries becomes a strategic advantage. But Israel is not only about code and algorithms. Beyond the offices and research labs lies another powerful dimension: tourism and cultural experience. Israel attracts millions of visitors every year, drawn by history, religion, beaches, and unique landscapes. Jerusalem's old city is divided into quarters: Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and Armenian. Within walking distance, you find sacred landmarks that have shaped civilizations. The atmosphere is intense but deeply meaningful. Markets buzz with life. Vendors sell spices, sweets, olive wood carvings, and handmade jewelry. The smell of fresh bread fills narrow streets. Then there is the Dead Sea, the lowest point on Earth. Floating effortlessly in mineral-rich waters feels almost surreal. The surrounding desert is dramatic, silent, and powerful. In the north, the Galilee region offers green hills and vineyards. Coastal cities provide beach escapes. Nature reserves offer hiking, waterfalls, and biodiversity that surprises many first-time visitors. Food plays a central role in Israeli culture. Influenced by Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, European, and North African traditions, the cuisine is diverse. Fresh vegetables, hummus, falafel, grilled meats, seafood, and vibrant salads dominate local tables. Culturally, Israel is a mosaic. Jewish communities arrive from Europe, the Middle East, Ethiopia, Russia, and beyond. Arabic-speaking communities are also deeply rooted in the region. This mixture creates diversity in language, music, and daily interaction. Tel Aviv represents liberal urban life. Jerusalem reflects religious depth. Smaller towns maintain quieter rhythms. Yet across all regions, one element is constant: security awareness. It is impossible to discuss Israel without addressing tension. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains one of the most complex geopolitical issues in modern history. Its roots stretch back decades, involving land, identity, politics, and deeply held beliefs. This ongoing conflict shapes global perception. Within Israel, security presence is visible. Armed personnel in public areas, security checks at malls and transportation hubs. Mandatory military service ensures that most citizens are familiar with defense responsibilities. For tourists, this can feel unusual. But daily life in major cities continues with resilience. Restaurants operate normally. Beaches remain full. Innovation continues. Israel lives in a balance between vigilance and normalcy. Internationally, opinions about Israel vary widely. Supporters emphasize its democratic system, technological achievements, and economic growth. Critics focus on political and humanitarian concerns. But beyond politics, ordinary people live ordinary lives, working, studying, raising families, building businesses. And that is perhaps the most complex truth about Israel. It exists at the intersection of tension and progress. Ancient stone walls stand beside startup offices. Military checkpoints exist near luxury hotels. Sacred history coexists with futuristic ambition. Israel is not simple. It is layered. It is debated. It is dynamic. Whether you see it as a technological powerhouse, a historical epicenter, or a politically sensitive state, Israel leaves no one indifferent. If you found this full documentary insightful, like the video to support deeper global explorations. Share it with someone curious about world affairs. And in the comments, tell me, would you visit Israel to see these contrasts for yourself? Subscribe for our next country documentary. Because every nation has complexity, and every story deserves understanding.